Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to the Unofficial podcast with Sydney
and Marie.
Hello, Marie. What's going on?
It's fall, dude. Like, fall is here.
Fucking turtleneck season in. Midriff season out.
Or midriff under a leather jacket is in, possibly.
Or you can do a sleeveless turtleneck. That's my jam, actually.
I'm not here for
I love a sleeveless turtleneck.
2017.
Yes, bitch. First of all, American Apparel, like, was a staple if you want a sleeveless turtleneck.
I was not a big American Apparel fan. I was like, I'm not spending $80 on some spandex bodysuit vest legging thing. I couldn't get into that.
I made friends with somebody on the American Apparel on 23rd Street, and he would give me the 20% discount. So
that's still not enough, Sid, is what I'm trying to say. 20% of 100 is just $20.
Well, I wouldn't spend $100.
I'm still spending $80 on a pair of silver leggings.
But they're like silver leggings. Where are you getting silver leggings from?
Where am I wearing silver leggings? Sydney, you bought a pair of gold leggings and you never even wore them.
I wore them once to work, sweated them things out, and I was like, Marie, you want them?
They were so small.
They were an extra
There's
small.
No way that those pants fit over your ass.
I wanted somebody to see my coochie lips. That's what I wanted them to see my anus.
Your anus? Ew, that's gross. And that's the word of the day, guys.
Anus. Marie, were you an expert this week?
Listen, I was an expert at being a bomb-ass friend this week.
Yeah.
Okay? I came through when I needed to come through. I picked up when my phone rang. I was just a good, because I'm one of these people that, like, I look at my phone and be like,
You are definitely one of those people.
do I have time to deal with this problem?
I know you be silencing all the group chats. You be muting conversations. You be like, yo, I'll get to that later.
All of the group chats I'm in are on Do Not Disturb. Mm-hmm. I almost muted you and Amina the other day because y'all were back and forth too much.
That's fine. You can mute. You can mute me.
LOL, sis. LOL. It's like too many memes. It's a lot happening. So what happened this week is last week or a couple weeks ago, I noticed that a bunch of people were using jade rollers, those little like jade stone things that it looks like a razor for your face, but it just rolls the wrinkles away, I guess. And I was like, a lot of white women are using this ancient Chinese skin regiment. So I was like, I'm not going to spend real money on this. I went on eBay. I got them for like $2.
Wow.
And I was like, I'm going to get one for my friend Sydney Elizabeth Washington because she going to see me using it and think it's weird.
No.
But if we both have one, then we can both be weird together. Right?
Thank you for being a friend. Thank you for being a friend. What's the other part to it?
I've never seen the show. I'm just singing the version of the guy on Instagram.
Thank you. That was so kind of you. And I needed that because, obvious weird reasons going on in my life.
Listen,
but yeah,
it's like
a perfect
cold spoon for your entire face. So you put it in the freezer and then you roll it on your face. And then, I don't know, I think in your mind you feel like you look younger, but in actuality you still look 86 or whatever.
And that's why you spent $2 for it.
$2. But yeah, eBay is my best friend. So I was like, let me be a friend to somebody else through this gift of eBay. And it's from China, so it's probably toxic.
I really appreciate it.
I know.
It's going to help me in those really bad days. Those dark nights.
Those rainy days. Feeling like time trying to wash. You don't know that song?
No. Is there any other thing that you're a good friend at?
Yes, I bumped into my friend yesterday on the street. It was raining. I had my umbrella blocking my face out because I didn't want anybody poor to speak to me. I was in Williamsburg. A lot of man buns that were like, excuse me. And I was like, nope, don't know where that is. And I bumped into a friend of mine and he was like, hey, he's like, I'm going to run to the store to get some ginger to make a green juice, whatever that is. And he was like, come to the house. And then they were like, what are you doing for dinner? And I was like, staying with you guys. What y'all got? And they were like, we have steak. We could put some steaks on the grill. And
what?
I was like, yes.
Bitch, you got me this damn roller, but you didn't call me for the fucking steak?
You were too far. You were too far away.
Definitely.
You were much too far.
I was in the city.
Yeah, exactly. And I was in Williamsburg. So
which is not that far, actually.
I was an expert at like just accidentally being there for steak. And then I missed my show, but I did have steak.
Well, who needs a show when you got steak?
I mean, honestly, there wasn't going to be no steak at the show.
Did they butterfly fillet it?
I don't know what that means. Like they sliced the steak in half? Like the long way?
Like diagonal slice.
I don't know what, I'm not sure if I know.
I heard it at a steakhouse, so butterfly fillet it or whatever. So now I'm like,
we had like some sauteed kale.
Ooh.
And then we had some corn.
wow, you're living your best Williamsburg life. Very jealous.
And then he was making gin cocktails. I don't even like gin, but I was like, I feel like gin pairs well with a free steak. So
Yeah, it pairs well with anything free.
Sydney, what the hell were you an expert in this week?
I was an expert in attracting dusty ass Negroids. Should I say that?
People don't know that that's a real skill.
Listen, as soon as they see me, they're like, and yesterday I was having literally the worst day. Like, break down. Like I was,
that song.
It was Mariah Carey with Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Saying one more time. Yeah. And then how does the Bone Thugs part go?
Yes, that is how it goes. Yeah, so I was having a really bad day and I was in the street. And so I was like making sure that my face didn't look approachable. I looked so angry. And I'm usually like very upbeat and happy, but my face was stone cold. And this guy comes up.
You didn't have sunglasses on?
No, I didn't, because I had my Wednesday wig on, and it was really big, and you couldn't really. It had bangs, so you couldn't really
your
see.
Wednesday wig has been okay. Got it.
So he comes up to me and he's like, "Oh my goodness, you look just like my wife." And I'm like, "Come on, dude.
You like really seriously?
It's like misty. I don't have time for this. Like, please stop." And he's like, "No, seriously, you look like my wife." Well, actually, she passed like 11 months ago. And I was like, "Oh, fuck. Let me get this man some time. He's going through it." He's like,
11 months ago, he's had time to grieve, okay?
"Wait a minute.
11 months is a long time. That's
Marie,
almost a year.
Wait, hold on. So you're saying if I died today, 11 months later, you would be hand in hand with another BFF? Like,
what's 11 months from now? 11 months from now.
You would do that, Marie?
Next August?
You would post other pictures with another person 11 months later?
11 months is plenty of
11
time.
months, Marie?
Sydney, I would
all the things we've been through. You would just 11 months is enough for you?
Hold on. I would still post like TBTs with you. But I would have to move on with my friendships. You know what I mean? Who am I gonna get these jade rollers for when you're my sister?
Marie, would you start another podcast 11 months
I would probably just keep this podcast. It'd still be called The Unofficial Expert. Sydney.
Yo,
I got this equipment already.
We're fucking shutting Did you hear that, listeners? We're shutting. If I die, y'all better not listen. Y'all
Sydney,
better shut this shit down. You better
If I died, okay, you would not move on in 11 months? How long do you need to grieve, Sid? Isn't it like half the time that you were together or some stuff?
I would be like singing every day, like break down.
I still don't know that song.
Wait, I'm going to play it for you. You're going to get it.
Play it at the end.
Anyway,
so Sydney, 11 months is more than enough time.
He said 11 months. But maybe it was one of those days where he was just thinking about his wife. So he said, "I look just like her." And I was like, fuck, this is a dead woman's wig?
Did you ask for receipts?
No.
Did you ask him what his wife's Instagram
I didn't. Because I was just like,
why
would he lie?
He was lying.
Why would he lie?
He wanted some pussy.
No.
From a black woman who vaguely looked like another black woman that he knew.
First of all, I was like, "Sir, this is not even my hair." So if she had this hair, it definitely wasn't hers either. So he's talking to me, I was like, I'm having like a crazy day.
Yeah.
And he's like, "I feel like the energy was like meant for us to like chat." And so we were talking and I was smiling. I was like, you know what? I feel better because I'm actually lending a hand to this guy in need.
What did he look like? Let's break down his face, his shoes, his clothes. What did he look like?
First of all, he had a windbreaker on.
Okay, so I'm here for a windbreaker. Go ahead.
No. It was like a Rangers type windbreaker. It was like a sports windbreaker. It was
So it wasn't like a retro windbreaker?
no, it was
like
not cool. It was like, oh, I just moved to New York. I went to a sports game and bought the windbreaker thing.
Ah, okay. But
It
white,
was not
he was
vintage.
white, he was black. What
He was black.
He was tall?
No, he was like short tall. He was like 5'8".
Short tall?
Yeah, that's short tall. Like that's taller than me, but still short.
Okay. Was he fat? Was he slim?
I feel like he was medium. He was a medium size.
Okay, sounds very forgettable. His
Yes.
teeth were clean. They were together with the teeth look.
Very yellow.
Okay, see, 11 months is more than enough time.
He was like, nigga, you ever brushed your teeth since 11 months ago? Like, what?
His wife faked her death. She faked her death because his teeth were yellow and he was short, fat, skinny.
She's like, if you don't get rid of that damn windbreaker, I'm going to die. And she died. So anyway, he says all this stuff. And I was like, all right, it's been like 3 minutes. I got to freaking go because I had somewhere to go. So he's like, I really would love to take you to dinner. And he's like, I feel like God is giving me a second chance.
Oh my God.
So you saying you are replacing your old wife with me?
This sounds like
Why would I still feel like, why would I want to be second to a dead bitch? Like,
That's
no.
a Lifetime movie. He'd want you to sleep in the same spot that the wife slept
And
in.
I bet you he didn't fold up none of them clothes. So he's probably got a whole closet full of her shit. Like, why don't you just try this on?
This reminds me of the episode of The Simpsons where Flanders' wife dies and he didn't change the sheets after she died. So like the imprint of her body was still in the mattress and everything.
Dude.
You were talking to Flanders, Black Flanders.
I said, yo, I don't want your morning dick. I'm all set.
And
like,
yet you sat there and spoke to his morning face.
Yeah, I did. Well, because I felt bad. You want to talk to somebody who's in need?
Sydney, no, I would not. I'm busy. I'm wearing headphones for a reason, sir.
Oh, I had headphones on. He stopped me while I had the fucking headphones on. Like, I couldn't hear what he was saying, but whatever. It was...
Anyway, at the end of the day, you felt better talking to him.
Well, I was like, see, this is why you can't fucking be nice in New York City. Because he was using his dead wife to get ass.
He's never been married.
Dudes, don't do that shit. Don't do it. It's wrong. You going to hell.
Yeah, instead say your dead mother.
Speaking of dead mothers, no, that's not right. This is a great transition.
Expert today is a ghost.
No, our expert here today is a dear friend. I mean, funny comedian. We've done her show tons of times. She also has a podcast coming out, but we'll tell you about that later. But she is our freeloading expert.
Yay.
Give it up for Remy Kassimir.
Kassimir. It's always like a bumpy road.
Kassimir.
Kassimir. Say it again one more time.
Remy Kassimir.
Boom.
Give it up for Remy Kassimir.
First name Remy, last name
Kassimir.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
Yes.
And also, I don't even feel like I'm the freeloading expert on this one. It's Marie. Thank you so much. You used your entire friendship expertise to freeload.
Thank you so much.
It's
Thank
really
you.
skilled.
Well, I mean, listen, I've never paid for a steak. I don't know how much a steak costs. Sometimes it's, MP. It's market price. But I feel like every time I've had steak, it's been like an accident.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever bought a
It's
steak
been like a
for
casual thing where like people are like, oh, we got steak. And then
Yeah.
I'll just happen to be there.
Just bought steak last Friday, so damn.
You bought steak
Do
on
you
Friday?
make it yourself, though?
Yeah, I bought it. I went to dinner with Adrian. Oh, well, she bought it. But
See?
Sydney's also a freeloading expert.
I forgot my card. I forgot. I pulled the Alex English.
We went to a diner. We went to a diner the other day, and a bunch of comics were eating, and the check came, and this other comedian was like, he just got a new job and everything, so he was like, I got it, and we were like, ooh, so we all passed our checks to him.
So nice.
And then he was like, I don't have my card, and we were like, come on.
Oh, that sucks. But that's
Yeah,
also
but you
a
were like,
really
you
good
still gonna pay.
tactic.
We not paying.
I was like, I don't know how you're gonna manage to pay.
Yeah.
without your
you will.
card, but you
Figure
will.
it out.
Venmo is a beautiful thing.
No. You can't Venmo the restaurant though. So you like.
No, but you Venmo your friends. You have some person.
We
cover
waited for him
you.
to get his card.
Yeah, we sure did. We were like, not
We were
paying.
like, just go back to the venue that we were at before, and we'll wait
no
for 20 minutes.
takesy backsies. You must pay. Hurry up and buy.
Remy, tell us a little bit about you, because you don't think you're a freeloader, but just tell us like
No,
where
I
you're
mean,
from.
now that I've thought about it, like as I was coming here, I was like, I guess this is, yeah.
Remy, do you have any income?
Well, I do. I do. Surprisingly, yeah. I work in real estate.
Girl,
I didn't know you had a job.
Girl, get out of here.
I do it maybe like once a month.
Bitch, get out of here. You gotta go. That's not
one
enough.
Client a month. No, I don't pay rent though because I live with my grandmother. That's
Okay, there go you.
number
Good
one.
freeloading right there.
Good freeloading. Also, she's fucking amazing. Like it's not like boring. Like you've seen videos of my grandmother.
She's
you
cool.
have to come over and meet
You
her
got a cool
sometime.
grandma?
Yeah.
She's so cool. She's immobile. So she needs to be like put in a wheelchair and like she can't walk very much. So like she has help and shit.
So
But,
how
like,
fun
she
is
can't
that?
come into my
That
room.
doesn't sound very fun, Remy.
Listen, she can't come into my room so I can like
Because there's
do
a step up.
but I can always come into her room.
Where does your grandma live?
56th and First. Suddenly.
Girl, that is prime
Your grandma
area
got,
right
Your grandma
there.
got money.
See, what's so funny is like with comics, they're like, wow, that's so amazing. You live in like Upper East or whatever, Midtown or whatever.
Yeah.
The people I grew up with are like, ew, you live in Midtown? Like
Yeah,
that's
Midtown.
horrendous.
Wait, why?
Because we grew up Upper East and like
They know what real wealth is.
they're fancy as fuck.
So wait, Midtown is not.
Midtown's not fancy.
No, Sydney, Midtown is. Even I know that I'm not from
Midtown's
Midtown.
like-
to a broke bitch. I'm like, Midtown is like
Midtown's-
mansions over there, right?
Like that's the city.
yeah.
It's like industrial, not industrial, but like
It's like those like
people
fashion. It's like those weird stores where they like make dresses, and you're like, do people buy these?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
You know, they be in the
fashion
window.
district.
Yeah.
So good.
Those like beaded Indian gowns.
Yeah,
and you're
I
like, who
love
buying
them.
these?
I'm always like, can I get away with wearing this to a wedding?
No,
I know
you
nobody
cannot.
else is gonna
The answer is
have the
yes.
same thing.
The answer is absolutely.
But yeah, no, Sutton Place where she lives is actually known as like that's where the old Jews go to die, essentially. And like once a day I get asked by somebody in the elevator, like, do you live here? And I'm like, yeah, I do.
They're like, how do you live here? Why? They're like, you look great. What are you, like 92?
Yeah.
Wait, so does
I just
the
started lying up about my age. I'm like, actually, I'm 45. I just look really good.
does the building smell like old people?
Yeah, quite. And weed. Because a
Because
lot
of
of them
you.
have like glaucoma and me. But yeah, no, I wasn't even like I smoke, but I wasn't the first one. My grandmother told me, she was like, no, there's a girl on my floor who smokes. She's got glaucoma.
Does your grandma smoke weed?
No, but she had lung cancer twice, so we're trying to get her to do some edibles.
Wow, what is going on
She had
at
lung-
Sutton Place?
She had
fun
lung
stuff.
She had lung cancer twice, but she doesn't smoke.
She smoked cigarettes.
Nah, she was probably a chain smoker
She was
too.
a chain smoker.
Yeah.
Like,
She got
That's
one
my
of
mother.
these sexy voices like this, or no?
no, she talks like very small. It's so cute.
She's so you got to
She's
see her.
so cute. You have to see on my.
She
on
has
my
like
Insta
little
snaps.
Warby Parkers or like Chanel
She
little
always
glasses.
has different sunglasses. Everything she gets is on QVC or like. So even if it like seems like a high end brand, I hope she's never gonna listen.
She's
to
not
this.
going.
No,
Oh,
she's
people
not.
don't.
Even
Oh,
if it
people don't
seems
listen
like
to
a high end
podcasts.
brand, it's like not. It's like Judith Lieber for QVC or whatever. So like they're not diamonds.
So your
But-
grandma is soups frugal.
yeah, she's thrifty.
So how long has she lived in her apartment?
For like 50. How old am I? I'm 27. So she moved in when I was like 11.
Oh, so like her
she's
rent should
been
be
here for-
pretty cheap, right?
Well, she's kind of a freeloader too.
Ooh, so it's like generational
Your grandma's on
shit.
Section 8?
Yeah.
My dad bought her apartment for her so that she wouldn't have to keep paying rent and all this stuff.
Who is your dad, Remy?
Remy, talk about Mr. Kassimir.
Dad, oh, he's a wonderful man.
Can you call him right now?
Yeah,
is he
he-
like one of those guys that picks up
Black
whenever you
girls?
call?
He picks
could
up for
sh-
black girls?
He would pick up. If he's
Wait.
not too busy at work, he'd pick up.
What's your dad's name?
His name is Joel.
Joel.
Okay,
Yeah.
so what does Joel do?
Joel is a dermatologist.
Okay,
know this?
honestly,
I
this
told
is
you
so
this.
crazy because I was just dealing with something yesterday.
Yeah.
Is there like friends and family, meaning friends and family free? Free?
That's the freeloader right there.
If he likes you enough, yes.
So what I got to do, a tight five for him?
You got to do type. Actually, that would be so fun. If you put him on your show, he'll do anything for you.
Really?
Yeah.
We need
He thinks he's so funny, and he's been begging to do one of my shows. And I'm like, I honestly like can't make anything more.
We should
about
get
you.
a skin expert or something.
Yeah.
Get him on the live show, maybe to talk
Yes,
to
we
us for a little
can.
bit.
Oh, I feel like we can really pull this off, Marie.
Okay, yeah, tell him to bring some, what are
He's
those
a buddy.
jizz masks?
Yeah, jizz mask. We need
the
eye
Japanese
cream.
placenta mask.
Placenta mask.
I need retinol. Tell him all that shit.
Cindy, you don't
Yeah.
need any of that.
No,
you
you
got
don't
a
need any.
jade roller that
Yeah.
I spent $2 whole on.
I look at people who have had work all day, every day, and you guys have better skin than all of them.
Thank you so much. I drink a lot of water. Also, you know, I'm too poor to lay out at the beach.
So there you go.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, there's no beach over here.
So your dad bought your grandmother her apartment.
Yes.
What is your dad buying for you? That's what I want to know. What has he bought for you?
So I'm like,
You're like a socialite.
You really are,
that's
Remy.
so funny.
You are always
It's so
traveling.
funny
You're
that you
always
think
going
that.
somewhere. You
No.
always got like these pictures on Instagram. Like, what does she do?
Also, Remy, is that
Instagram-
your real nose?
Instagram, no, double fake. Yeah. This is, okay, so
Socialite.
my nose is like probably the most expensive thing I've ever asked of my parents.
How much that cost?
I don't know, but I know that surgery,
Girl.
I would venture $30K.
30
For the nose?
I don't know. I don't know what things cost.
The nose is more
I really
than
don't
boobs.
know what things, well, yeah, what do boobs cost?
Mine is 10, but you know, I did a payment plan. I did them twice. You know, like it don't cost that
Maybe
much.
it's
Anyway,
10 for a nose though. Still, I don't know. I just like
let me look this up.
assume numbers, but I'm not good at numbers because I've never had to do
See,
numbers.
you see, Remy, you said that you're not a freeloader, but you don't know how much anything costs because you don't pay for stuff.
Exactly.
Right? That's what, like, I don't know how much things cost because I don't want to disappoint myself.
The second that you guys brought it to my attention, I was like, holy shit. But I've always thought I was like the good one because like my siblings like
What are they spending money on?
like my oldest brother, he would just travel all the time.
Okay, so I
All the
looked it
time,
up
all
on
the time, all the
Google.
time. I
It's-
only go when it's like somebody's wedding or like I have to.
But he's traveling on his parents' time?
oh
on your
yeah,
parents'
and
time?
he has no problem with it. And then
He don't even do real estate once a month. He just don't do no work.
no.
Hey guys, I looked it up. It said the total cost of rhinoplasty usually averages between $5,000 and $10,000.
Oh, that's not so bad.
Yes, but that might be the price now. You know, surgeries are like less expensive now because they're more common.
But don't you think with deflation, it would have probably
Well, when did you get your nose done?
when I was 17, the first
17, Remy?
That was
as
10
long
years
as
ago.
I could wait.
That's-
It was as long as I hated it.
You didn't even have your real nose. Let me see a picture of your old nose.
I can't. I don't like. I have.
She erased is
No, I don't.
deleted
I
from
actually-
life.
I'm very proud when
It's
I show
delete,
people 'cause they
delete,
always go,
delete.
oh, that's not that big of a difference.
Let me see
But
your
to me it
high
is.
school prom photo. Oh, you got it done before prom,
Oh yeah, I got
probably.
it done. I got it
Oh,
done.
you wanted them prom pictures lit. Okay, you
Yeah.
got that platinum package. You like, this nose is
She was
going
like,
to be
I need
on.
68 wallet size photos so everybody can see my new nose.
I'm going to have a corsage on my nose.
She didn't even wear a dress.
I didn't even wear a dress.
She
I
just
was
put
like, look how
glitter
beautiful.
on
on
her
the
nose.
nose.
and some little stickers pointing to it. This is my
Nice.
nose.
Okay, you
Appreciate
can
my
show us
nose.
after.
Yeah,
That's
I'll show
fine.
you after. It's going to
I
take
feel
a lot
like
of
10
Googling.
years ago, like maybe it was more expensive. Because I feel like surgery is so common now.
Maybe.
So maybe it was like maybe it was like
so
12 to
common then,
15.
though, too. It was just more under wraps. Like I had a lot of friends I was one of the first one who got it done, and I would lie about it for like a really long time. My ex, who I only dated like 4 years ago, didn't know I had a nose job.
He didn't know?
No.
Yeah, but when you're
Because I was-
17, your face you don't have your like real face yet.
I know. I wonder what it would look like now sometimes.
No, but it's
I
mad
like
cute
this
though.
little
It
nose.
looks
It's cute.
good.
It's
You
cute.
definitely have a great
I
profile.
still can't breathe.
You
So
still- you
I'd
didn't
get
even
it
get the
fixed again.
septum fixed?
I'd get it fixed again.
And you can't even do cocaine.
Ugh, no.
She's like, ugh, no, but I'm like,
Like,
I mean, man, you can still do cocaine.
No, sometimes I think about it. I'm like,
No, you can't.
Since it is,
You
no,
just
but since
spent
it's crooked, I'm like, maybe I'll just do it up the very small side
No,
and then
boo.
hollow that shit out so that's even.
That is an investment. You don't want to fuck up your
Remy,
like
just-
septum with cocaine.
Remy, just rub the coke on your gums.
Yes, that gets you high.
I don't
Just make out with somebody who's dripping already.
Yeah, that. Or I heard of bum butts, bum bumps. So you can put coke in your butt
I've-
and you get high like that.
I'm sorry, Sydney. Can you just one moment, please?
It's a
cocaine in your butt.
Yes.
It's called bum bumps.
Yeah.
Sounds like you're doing cocaine with bums.
no,
With homeless dudes.
no. Homeless dudes can't do cocaine. Cocaine is expensive.
Oh.
Crack is for poor people.
Yes.
They can meet some friends. You don't know who people's got friends.
Also,
generous.
people, socialites drop their coke bags all
All
the
the
time.
time.
All the time.
I can't
I
with
once
y'all.
saw a crackhead in Union Square, or what I thought was a crackhead because she was walking like a crackhead, drop a bag of drugs. And I went up, obviously, and like looked at it, and I was like, ooh, what'd the crackhead drop? And it was weed. And then I was like, oh, I'll take this. And then I was like, no, Remy, don't take weed.
Yeah,
from
you
a
can't
crackhead."
take weed from a crackhead. What's wrong with
It was
you?
probably dipped in embalming fluid.
Yeah.
Did you smoke the weed?
I brought it home, and then my friend, after I told him the story, threw it out. He was like, are you kidding? What's wrong with you?
Okay, so wait.
Literally, I'll just take anything.
I did some street weed once, and I thought I was going to die the entire time.
Oh, scary.
Yeah.
I'm glad I didn't do it because
I'm judging y'all, but every time you're in a club and somebody's like, "Hey, you want to party?" I'm like, "Yeah." I don't know who this person is.
Exactly.
Hey, you want to party? Sure. Love your tie. Let's go.
Listen, the one time somebody asked me at a club in Vegas if I wanted to party, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm at the party." And they're like, "No, do you want to party?" And I was like, I didn't get it. Like, I didn't know that they were asking me
party.
if I wanted to do drugs.
Do you want to party? Like, party doesn't even sound like
you wanna
a cool
party?
thing to do.
No,
Bitch, we're already here. Like, what do you mean
Exactly.
party?
Do you want to?
Did you ever see that movie Neighbors 2 when it's like the sorority
I didn't even see
one?
the first one.
Oh, well, they keep saying like their whole purpose in life is like they're just like we're sorority, but we want to party. And I'm like, you could not have a more lame cause or make me want to kill you.
Yeah.
More. Ugh.
So wait, Remy, you live with your grandmother. Where did you live before you lived with your grandmother?
You've been to my old apartment.
We did.
Oh, that apartment was cute.
It was
Yes,
very
it was
nice.
So what
cute.
happened?
It was near Union Square.
So I moved to Union Square because I had just started my real estate job, and I was actually really good. Like in the beginning, I was working like a lot. I did like 6 deals in my first 90 days. Like
Wow.
I was doing like good stuff, and I was like, I'm gonna make a ton of money. And in the beginning, I did, and then I started doing stand up more, and I was just like,
Girl.
I don't need to do this if I can just live in somebody else's house and like not spend so much.
Wait, so hold on. You were like, I don't need to have a real job if I just stay at somebody else's place.
No,
so
no,
I
hold on. Let me fix the sentence for you. I don't need to have a real job if I can just freeload at someone else's house.
True.
See?
True.
Yeah.
I see how you threw that word in there. Okay, thank you.
Freeload.
Thank you. So you want to freeload so you can pursue comedy.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's not that bad.
Yeah.
Right?
Because then it's like they're not. There's no reason that they have to pay my rent, and this like that place was ridiculous.
How much it cost?
That place was
That
sexy.
place was $2,800,
And it was a fucking studio.
studio.
28 for a studio.
Yeah.
I mean, it was really cute. Though.
It was cute,
Yeah,
but
it was
not for
really cute.
$2,800.
No, and I don't need a doorman, but like my dad, if he's like going to help me pay for an apartment, wants me to have a doorman.
Why?
So I'm like,
Why does he want you to have a
because he
doorman?
thinks it's safer, and I'm going to get murdered. and
Sydney,
shit.
because she's a young white woman.
First of all, them security guards don't even be paying no mind. They be
feel
letting
like I
everybody
feel
in.
like I
all they
strolled
do is
right
judge
in.
you and be like, "Oh, Remy's back at 5 a.m. again. Different guy."
They be falling asleep. They have their Spotify on. They don't care.
The only thing that's good about them is when a guy does follow you home and you're like, "You must go now," and then they can't really muscle their way into your apartment.
That's true. If you can
that's
even make it to the door, girl.
If you can, yeah.
I watched Law and Order SVU. I know what be happening. So you cut yourself off because you were like, I can
Let's not
freeload
say I cut myself. I'm still
on the payroll.
Yeah. I just made it lower.
Do you have an allowance?
Yeah.
Sydney! Remy, what's your father's number so I can get on the
Girl, we're gonna have him on the show.
Honestly, I think I want to have your dad come on and talk about like skiing.
he is.
And surgery.
Yes,
and
girl.
Botox.
I'm there.
And then maybe we'll find a woman who has had Botox and we'll have her like sit next to him on the couch.
Oh.
Or
With an arched
does he have
brow.
like facials and stuff? Maybe we could go get a facial at his
He
spot.
doesn't do facials. He does. He literally does mostly Botox, and he does like melanoma
Oh, like
detection.
spot
What's
removal.
that?
Yeah,
Like
spot removal. Like if you get cancer, like if one.
Oh, we ain't got that.
Yeah.
Oh, we ain't got that.
We ain't got that. Anything can he do for us that we would want?
Your skin is
should we get
too
some
good.
Botox?
I'm
Should we
trying
get some
to
Botox?
No.
Marie, I want you to be able to talk and then your
No.
forehead not move at all.
That's it. Everyone listening, we're going to do a meetup. Our first ever meetup is going to be at Joe Kassimir's.
Yes.
And
Oh
I'm
my
going to get
God.
Botox, and then when I come out, we'll
my-
get my forehead.
Yo, I just want it like near my mouth.
No.
I want it in my
He
mouth.
won't even let me get Botox because he's like, you don't need it yet. And my
Well, you're
skin is-
27.
yeah, but my skin is way more wrinkly than yours.
He
No,
hit
it's
you-
not.
he-
Yes,
but
it
he
is.
hit
I'm
Remy with
looking
the
at
you don't need it yet.
Yet.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, your dad is ruthless.
Oh, you know what he did do though? So I got the Kylie Jenner Lip Kits. And like, you know how you're supposed to overline your lips, make them a little bigger or whatever. So I was doing that and I thought it looked nice. And he's like, I noticed you're overlining your lips. Do you want me to just give you some extra lips?
Oh, so wait, he does lips?
He does collagen
Cindy, you don't need no
injections, he can.
damn
He
lips.
does collagen. I feel like, yo, I'm about to go there. I'm about to roll up on Joel. Hey, Joel.
Joel, Dr. K. So he said he offered you lips and you said no?
I said no.
I'm proud of you, Remy. Thank you. You don't need that. You're beautiful the way you are.
Thank you.
But
I mean,
slap me your dad's number, please.
I thought about it, but no, I think he would love you guys, and you should definitely meet him.
We're going to do a live show where it's all people's dads. Because we had...
that would be hilarious.
We've had a bunch of people here whose dads, like, we feel like we would really vibe with.
Oh my God, Claire Parker was here, and her dad... What's his name? Is it Jeff or something? He follows me on Twitter.
So funny.
He like tries to buy people drinks after the show. He comes to the shows.
Oh, wait, because you did her first show.
Yes,
Oh,
Hot
I was
Girls Will Be There.
And I
Yeah.
remember that he was there and like loved you.
Yeah, I was
So
like,
funny.
get out of here, Jeff.
Claire's dad. Okay, so Remy, what's some of the things that you've you refuse to pay for? Let's get into that. So you refuse to pay rent. Because rent
refuse
is
to pay
hard.
rent.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you paying for do you pay for dinner on dates?
Yes,
Where Remy?
I do.
Really?
Well, Remy, what
for
kind of man are you dating right now? Because I feel like y'all be splitsies.
We are splitsies a lot. He'll take me to dinner when he can.
When he can, bitch. Is that once a month?
Remy, you are a kept woman. What? You should not be. Yeah, I mean, technically, like it's not like you're like working to pay rent and like keep the lights on like a poor
Yeah, you're
person.
right. Okay.
So you dating a dude who also is a freeloader?
Yes.
How
I think
did you
that's
guys?
why we get along.
I'm not. I don't want to be with somebody like me. You got to be.
It's actually, yeah, sometimes it's really nice that we're the same, and sometimes it's like.
But are y'all the same though? Because your boyfriend does not give me socialite vibes at all.
But your boyfriend gives me 8 Mile vibes.
Skateboard vibes.
Tony Hawk Pro Skater vibes. Yeah.
I think socialite is more of like a way of mind than like. No, because here's my thing. So my dad would have loved me to grow up to be a socialite. He's like, I put you in all these places. You went to fancy schools. You can wear nice clothes. I don't know, whatever. Nobody can see me, but I'm wearing all like pajama men's clothing.
Because you
whatever.
knew where you were coming.
I don't really.
I'm going to that black
but I
girl's
don't-
house.
Yeah.
but I don't put myself together that much. Like I'm not the socialite. Hello, making appearances.
Yes,
and
but what
talking
kind of
to
sweater
everyone
is this?
and-
Where's this sweater from?
Well, this is a Calvin Klein sweater from my boyfriend that he got for free from his job. And
Wait.
these are pants that he got for free from his job.
your boyfriend
Yo,
should
you
be
really
here
are
as a freeloader.
freeloading.
Yeah.
Your boyfriend should be here instead.
Y'all both are two freeloaders in a
Yeah.
pod. It's crazy.
It's like a little Ponzi scheme of freeloading.
I love it. I think it's hot.
I freaking like it. But also, I follow you on Instagram. I see when you put a look together for a wedding
I
or
try.
a
When I try,
gala
I
or
try.
wherever the hell you're
Yeah.
going. I feel like you'll throw on like a silk slip dress or
Oh, yes.
something.
Remy, you travel a
costume.
lot. Who is paying for these trips and weddings that you go to?
Joel.
Sydney, you got to get you a dad that can do both.
Fuck, I don't even know who my dad is.
One of
So-
the funniest things that Sydney ever said to me, and I said this to somebody the other day, she was like, look how pretty I am. Imagine what I'd look like if I had a dad.
Oh my God. That's a fact.
I was like, yeah, you're fucking perfect.
Oh my
Marie has a dad. Look at her.
I have a dad,
She's
but
glowing.
he don't pay none of
She's
my bills.
perfect.
He'll call me and be like, the bank sent a letter. Come pick it up. He won't even bring me my
think
mail.
that it would be more helpful. I mean, I say this as somebody who's not been cut off, but I do think that it might be more helpful to me if I were, because then like there would be more of a fire under my ass.
No, but I see you. I see you out here. You're working. You do comedy almost every night.
But I understand what you mean because yes, working is one thing, but like if you had
If I
to,
had to.
you have to make it in order. Like you know what I mean? Like this is.
If I had to be a waitress like you do and wait on fucking assholes or whatever, I would seriously, I already weigh in my mind every day, like, is comedy worth it? That would like it's fucking worth it because you're busting your ass.
Well, let me tell you, I am unemployed right now.
Well, right
I
now.
let
But
those
you were
jobs
for
go.
a really
No,
long
yes,
no,
I did it for a long
Sydney,
time.
in
those jobs
sky-high
that you go.
heels.
City was laid off.
Shut up, bitch.
No,
I was laid off one job. I let go of the other one.
said I let
not
those
at
jobs.
Gramercy though.
Gramercy, I left.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I
and
love
that's
that.
the only one that matters. That is prestigious.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
That
She
is
did. Sydney was like,
prestige
I'm-
worldwide.
I don't need you
Investors,
guys.
maybe you.
But also know that job set me up because when I was making a lot of money, I was frivolous. I didn't even care. I was like, oh, well, I made $800 last night. Fuck it. I'm gonna ball out. We gonna go, I don't know, to a restaurant and buy steak. Like that's the things that I was doing. So it depends on like how much money you're making will make you work harder.
Totally.
Because if you're just getting whatever you want, oh yeah, you're definitely like, I don't have to go to that show. Fuck that show.
Yeah.
Just made $800 last night.
Listen, I didn't even get paid last night. I got steak and was like, oh, I don't need to go to my show. Is this kale? Is this organic?
Yeah.
I got the text message. I was like, Marie ain't making it to that show. And she went anyway.
I went after the steak was done.
After you digested
And
it.
so rainy last night that all the shows were like,
I got there and there was nobody there. I was like, I guess they canceled it or I missed the whole thing.
yeah.
It doesn't matter.
The steak was a better move.
I had a much better time.
So wait, you would get invited to these weddings. How do you participate? You got to have money to go to weddings.
No. Here, let's back up. You get invited to these weddings. How do you say to your dad, I need money to go to X country, and you need outfit and shoes? Ready, go.
So outfit and shoes is a separate thing. That's what we go to mommy for.
Bitch, you got a mom and a dad? Oh my God, I can't. You are just too much, Remy. Get off the couch.
You have a mom too.
Ramona, if I called Ramona and be like, hey, need some shoes for a wedding, she'd be like, huh? I can't.
So here's my mom's thing is she's always been like the opposite, that she's like, go get a job, do everything. So I was working a lot of summers when I was younger.
Oh, she's
since
dead
I
to
was,
me.
like,
That
11.
mother's dead to me. Who is she? What's her name?
Robin.
Whatever, Robin.
Robin and Joel. Oh, that's
but they have
beautiful.
completely different views. Joel thinks if you got a job, then like you're poor, like you should just go out and like.
I love Joel. Can we hang out? I just want to freaking go out with
love
Joel.
Joel.
If
He's a
you're
great
listening
guy.
to the podcast
Yo.
right now and you have a job, you're poor.
So good. That's our new line.
But like,
can
at
that be our new
14,
tag?
he's like, you don't need to be working at 14, whatever. Like, that's ridiculous.
No, you get
My
your
mom
working
was like,
papers
no,
when-
you're going to work. You're going to be a nanny. You're going to be a desk girl. You're going to be a camp counselor. You're going to do all this shit. So I did like a lot of jobs under because of Robin.
Does Robin
Robin's
have a
also,
job?
She is a school nurse.
Ah, okay. So Robin is out of the house also.
Yes.
Meanwhile, you guys are like traveling to Australia on Joel's dime.
Well, Robin just started her job like 5 years ago after she stopped rearing children officially.
Oh, so you said 5
was
years
a
is not
mom.
enough? She just got in. She's brand new.
Come on. She's 60 years old. She wasn't working the majority of her life is what I'm saying. But she
Robin got a lot of nerve.
Yeah, why she want to work now?
But she wanted you guys
she
to
has to
be
keep busy.
She wanted you guys to be well-rounded.
She wanted us to be
people.
well-rounded people. So like if I got something from IKEA or whatever, most of the girls in college would like have somebody build it. Robin would be like, get on your hands and knees and fucking build that desk. And so I would build it for like 8 hours. So Robin's
See, I like putting together furniture.
me
though.
too. Now I find it soothing.
That's
like
a no
it.
for me.
I don't know.
So if I
soothing is
come
the
to
word, but I
Robin
like
and
it.
I ask for a dress or whatever, she'll be like, split it with me or like,
Split, Robin. What?
yeah. But if
Bye.
I go to her and I'm depressed, which is something I suffer from clinically.
sis.
Girl, me too, but I can't afford it.
Right?
You got to get the pills from Robin's house.
Yeah. And then she'll be like, well, where are you going and why are you depressed? And you also dress like a homeless person. I don't want my daughter looking like a homeless person.
Let's go to
Let me
Saks.
Take care of this outfit for you.
Yes. Oh, you said
I wish I could say to my mom I was depressed. My mom would be like, depressed? What? That's how she talks. And she's really loud. And she'd be like, take a nap, drink
Yeah.
some water.
Yeah.
Go out and do something.
I don't know if it's definitely not that good for me because that's just what I revert to every time I need something. It can't last forever.
I mean, it
I mean,
will.
you're 27. You got until 30. Then when you 30 hit, yo,
Then I
you
have
gonna
to
lose
move to my
everything.
husband's
You're gonna
house.
lose your friends. Your family's gonna be like exile you. You're gonna be like,
right.
yo, you're a bum.
Oh, my
like,
dad's
you're-
getting really concerned already. He's like, you need to find someone.
Well, that's why you need to
support
bring
this.
our black asses around. And Joel will be like, look at you found some nice brown girls in your life. you're going to be destined for success.
No, what's going to happen is Robin's going to be like, oh, this is who you brought to the house? And Joe's going to be like, if you have black friends, you're poor.
Yes.
Because I'm going to
Lord.
be putting stuff in my purse. And Joe's going to be like, somebody took all the soap from the bathroom.
And I'm going to be like in the pantry, like, y'all going to eat this bread? Y'all going to eat this? This challah? You're going to, this challah bread? Y'all want this?
Yeah, challah bread. That's not how you say that, Sydney.
Challah.
It's challah bread.
Yeah, challah.
It's so good. Now it sounds like Islam.
I know. I'm gonna be
Yo, can you invite us to the house though? Like,
She's definitely
come
not
to the
inviting us.
house.
She's not inviting you, Sydney.
no, we're about to go. I'm gonna be a Sydney Washington Kassimir.
Yeah, you're gonna
Remy, I'll throw a gown on.
I'll throw nothing on. I'll come in my birthday suit, like, hey fam.
With arrows drawn all over my face just to be like, this is where I feel like I need to
This
get
is where I get it.
some
Fill it up.
stuff.
Fill her up.
No, he would honestly just be like, "You're so beautiful. You don't need anything."
Okay, we'll see that when we get there to the office.
I think that you guys would be great friends. To be fair,
Wait, can we talk about this? How you ask your father for money for this wedding?
Okay,
I'll be your dad.
I'm going to a wedding in Tuscany.
You went to so many weddings this summer that I was like, who are these friends?
Well, one of them was a family wedding. Like we all went. It's like my childhood friend who we've been like family friends with for a while. My sister, my parents, we all went. This was the most spectacular wedding I've ever seen. Probably will ever go to. Like
Where was it?
Famous people. Sardinia.
I don't even know where that
I
is.
didn't either. It's a little island off of Italy. Like you have to fly through Milan to get there.
Bitch, please.
It was nuts.
And there was famous people there?
There was like the guy who like plays piano for Adele on tour was there.
Someone like you.
Yeah, the girl who sang like Hillary's campaign song was there.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, this is my fight song, take back my life song. She was like, you
Is that
definitely
not
know my
Katy
song
Perry?
and make fun of it. No,
I thought that was Katy
it's
Perry.
not. But yeah.
So what was
There's
the
all
what was the
these
food at this
fat-
wedding?
Oh my God.
Everything.
You would
literally
die.
everything.
Yes.
you
But
would
what was
die.
like the dinner? What was dinner? The main course.
There was
So
obviously
there was 3 different nights. There was
The wedding was 3 nights?
Yeah.
Yo, I don't have
How do
3
you mean
outfits.
You're gonna have people come to an island that you have to fly through Milan to, and then not have them stay for a few days, right?
Remy, what did you wear to this wedding? What designer?
Show us your looks because we definitely gonna post it on the gram. We're gonna
yes, yes.
post your looks for these weddings and shout out. We're gonna tag Joel. We're gonna tag Joel.
I was
Thanks,
thinking
Dad.
about making Joel an Instagram just so I could tag him and stuff.
Remy,
This is
you're
so
not our
cute.
freeloading expert. You're our daddy's little girl expert.
You really
I've
are
just decided.
Daddy's little girl.
Let's redo the intro right now.
Okay.
Our guest today is a comedian who performs all over the city. She's got a great dad and an awesome show in the city and a podcast that we'll talk about in a little bit. She's our daddy's little girl expert. It's Remy
Kassimir.
I love my dad.
Yeah, see, I feel like that feels better to
Yeah.
me. I mean, you still are a freeloader, but
Yeah.
Is your
no,
dad at work right now?
Yeah.
Can you just call? I just want to hear what he sounds like. Can you get him on the phone?
Okay.
Can
Joel
you
on
be
the line?
give like, hey Dad, I'm on a podcast and they just want to hear your voice. Is that okay?
they've never
I'm
heard
gonna
Will.
let you into like the
phone
office
before.
though, because this is how I call the office.
Okay, hold on. Go ahead and call. Put it on speaker.
Dr. Kassimir's office.
Hi, it's Remy. Can I talk to him for a second?
Sure, hold on.
Thank you.
Sure, hold on.
Awesome. That's great. And this is
Shut up, Sydney. Shh.
he's listening to some nice oldies today.
Is that the hold music?
Yeah.
Turn it up.
Put it on the headphone. Yeah.
I hope he picks up, or she'll come back. He'll call you back in a minute.
That's the hold music?
Yo, I want a secretary so bad just to pick up the phone for
Cindy,
me.
you gotta get a damn job.
I know.
Oh my god.
You want a secretary? You gotta get
Welcome to Sydney Washington's office.
Dr. Washington's.
Oh, wait, no. Hello. Daddy, you are live on the air right now. I'm doing a podcast, and the podcast is called The Unofficial Expert, and I'm their daddy's little girl expert. So say hello.
Hello, everyone.
Hey, Joel. Oh my gosh. I can't wait to meet you.
This is Sydney and Marie.
Joel, we've heard so much about you.
Thank you. Sydney with the Y.
Sydney with 2 E's.
It's 2 E's, but I'll throw that Y on there for you, Joel.
Sydney with 2 E's. I got it.
Yeah.
Joel, can you tell us what the latest trend in facial work is right now?
Well, there's a lot of things. There's not just one. There are new fillers that replace all of the collagen and fat that you lose when you age.
Oh, that's what I need.
No.
Bigger and better fillers. There are things that stimulate the cells in your skin called fibroblasts to produce more collagen. and to produce more elastin so your face doesn't sag down to your knees.
My knees. Joel.
They're both black. So
I was gonna say, Joel, I'm a black woman.
We are black women, but Joel, I'd like to come through and test some stuff out. Do you have testers over there?
I told them
You
that
got
you won't even
samples?
let me get Botox, and their skin's more perfect than mine.
No, there's a time for Botox. You didn't need it yet.
Yet, that's what I said.
So there's a time.
You didn't need it
You
yet.
can have it. Everybody's had it. My mother gets it. My wife gets it. My brother gets it.
Your brother.
My two sisters get it.
Do you do
wife-
everybody's Botox?
Of course.
Yeah, they all get it.
Joel, are you interested in adopting 2 black women? We would like to be in the family.
Late 20s.
Venus and Serena.
Yeah.
Way better.
It's just Serena and Serena.
No, it's 2 Venus
I
babies.
look forward to meeting them and to see what imperfections they have. But I'm sure they're perfect.
I love you, Joel. You're amazing.
Thank you so much.
It's so nice
Joel.
talking to you.
Love you, Dee Dee.
Talk to you. Bye-bye.
Bye. Did you see that, listeners? We were live with someone's dad. Whose podcast does that? We're the only podcast. Nobody.
Nobody.
That was so good, Remy. Thank you so much.
Oh my God, I can't believe
Yo,
we
I
got to
feel like
speak to
I'm
Joel.
in the family right now.
I know.
Can we go to dinner with your dad?
Of course.
Obviously,
how,
he's paying.
How often does your dad come into the city?
He lives in the city.
He lives in the city?
Yeah.
Where?
On Upper East. That's where I grew up,
Right.
you guys.
You
Oh my
did know
God.
that.
Remy, I feel like we're in the family right now.
You
Like
are.
this I'm blown away.
I wanna come over. I wanna go eat pork chop or lamb chop with that green jelly with you guys.
Oh yes, can we do that?
Yeah,
And have
green
asparagus with like olive oil.
And do like pink Himalayan sea salt.
Ooh,
In my
Marie.
mind, that sounds fancy, but it's probably not.
You guys eat much more fancy than I ever
Well,
would.
Remy, what's a normal day in the life? Like, what are you eating for like lunch?
Chips.
Taco Bell? Yeah.
Taco
Big
Bell.
chips.
Literally yesterday I had, and this is
Granola that you
boyfriend's
found in your
doing-
bag.
No, yeah, I'm disgusted. I'm like a trash monster. But my boyfriend bought spicy Doritos and queso, and so I was eating that, and then I fell asleep for a little nap ski, woke myself up with a fart, and was like, I need to change my ways.
Yo, Remy, that's ridiculous.
What
What kind of life are you living?
Like the most slovenly person, and it's so bad.
So, if and when you have kids, maybe with this guy, maybe not.
Definitely not.
What do you? Definitely not. Sydney,
Definitely not.
Sydney,
Or did y'all already have a kid?
Sydney won't allow it.
Come on, Sydney.
Kidding.
No, my question is, how are you going to raise your kids?
I don't know.
Are you going to be like Robin? You're going to be like Joel?
I think.
First of all, you got to drop your man if you ever want to have a Joel. So
Well, okay.
That's true.
Here's the thing: is like, is it potential? Could it be possible that I could be the Joel in my life?
I see it.
Like,
I see it, Remy.
if
You're very
I do
talented.
well enough in comedy and like produce enough shit. Like, there's people that make money, and then
Yeah.
I could have like little. Not saying that Ben's wifey, but like he does cook and clean for us. And
Ben be cleaning?
oh my god, yeah.
I feel like he cleans with a dirty dish rag.
No,
I feel like
Yeah, well, that's-
I feel like his sponge looks gray.
I feel like
and the water's not hot.
Yeah, at all. Very lukewarm.
I feel like Ben just blows on things to clean.
Yeah.
He just blows the crumbs away and he's like, oh, that looks clean.
Yeah, no, I'm that way.
I feel like Ben has like generic CVS dishwashing soap. I don't know if he's like cleaning with the good stuff.
I feel like Ben washes his dishes with the same soap he washes his balls.
yes.
No, see, we
He uses
freeload
hand
the
washing soap.
that we use in the in the shower because somebody else brought like one of his roommates bought body soap, so that's what
So
we've been
everybody
using.
in the apartment is using the same.
It's like
Y'all got to do better. I can't. I don't even want to go over
They
there.
all use my colored hair shampoo and conditioner, and I'm like, I know I didn't use all of this, and you guys don't dye
And
your
it's
hair.
expensive too. It's not cheap.
Yeah, it's a little cheap. Everything where they live is really cheap. That's
What
what's
did
really
you?
nice about it.
What's your?
It's Pantene.
Remy, your father is Joel. Why are you using Pantene?
Dude is a step up from Suave Naturals.
Who cares? I feel like I don't have that high of a standard of living, and I just need to like have enough. You know
Remy,
what
I feel like as soon as you turn like 30,
I'm gonna need a lot more
You're just
maintenance.
your mind is just gonna shift. To
I'm going to pray that it shifts next year. That's what I want to. I want you to do better.
Am I the only one who thinks that I'm doing fine?
No, I think you're doing fine. Okay. But you should be doing more than fine.
You're right.
For a 27-year-old white woman, you're doing terrible. You're real bad.
Remy girl, you in danger.
I know. As much as Joel loves me, he always reminds me. He's like, "You're gonna be 30 soon," and like, oh.
I love your dad. Oh man, this makes me want to have a dad so bad.
Oh my!
I'm gonna call my dad.
Yes, you're gonna call him.
No, I'm not. He'd pick up. He'd be like, "Hello,
Oh my god.
hello."
Oh. Speaking of dads,
Dad, Marie's dad.
Marie's dad is right there.
Oh, right door number 1.
Oh my goodness,
Remy, what is some ways that people living in New York can save money? Like, what are your ways that you like save money in the city?
eat
Eat
Doritos
other
for
people's
lunch?
Food. Yeah, no, eat Doritos for lunch. Live in someone else's house. Don't
All
necessarily
things that like I feel like we already know.
that
Yeah.
people do. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'm like.
Do you meal prep?
Oh,
Do you like?
I also
She meal prep. She eats chips and
right.
cheese.
Yeah. Like breakfast sometimes is like $1 if you go to Dunkin' Donuts and eat one donut.
Wow, Remy.
You know?
I want to do a prayer circle for you right now,
Remy, we're
girl.
putting you on the prayer list for sure.
Ooh, my brother
going to
has a
Hillsong
car,
on
so
Sunday.
I don't pay for transportation, but I do have to pay for gas.
Your brother drives you around
No, he has a car and
that
it's,
you use.
Yeah,
What kind of car is it?
it's like an old Passat, like 2002.
Passat.
Joel's kids are driving around in a Passat.
That doesn't sound like a Kassimir car.
No, it's you have to meet Robin. Like we also like our
it's
our
Robin.
we have
Yeah.
like a very old we had a really really old Volvo they weren't willing to give away until like there was literal rats living in it. My parents are also bit hoarders.
Okay. So are you saying the Upper East Side apartment is looking crazy over there?
Oh, yeah. My mom always says it looks like we started renovating and then ran out of money. Just because we can't get our
Wait a
shit
minute.
together.
It's not finished. It's a work in
No.
progress.
No, there's one
Your
room.
apartment is a work in progress. I can't.
When
How
I
many
was-
rooms y'all got though?
It's a classic 6, which means
You have 6 rooms in New York City.
not bedrooms, but yes,
Oh,
rooms.
okay. I got mad
No,
gas.
classic
Okay.
6 is like
I
there's
got
a
mad
master.
gas.
I was like 6 bedrooms.
No,
So 6 rooms. Okay, so
Yeah.
a master bedroom.
a master, a regular bedroom, a den.
A den.
I knew you had a den. I knew she had a den.
A dining room, a foyer, and a kitchen.
Oh, you got a
that's
foyer
long
too?
as
You have a
fuck.
living room and a dining room and a den? That sounds like people could sleep in those rooms.
Oh, they
Sleep
did.
under the table.
When Sandy happened, we had people living in the den and in the living room. That was crazy. My
I knew that.
grandparents, before they got their apartment here, one lived in the maid's room. Yes, that's the thing. But nobody, there's no maid ever. I used to live in the maid's room, but that's what the setup is. And then my grandpa.
How many
lived
square
in the
feet is
dining
this
room.
building? I just want to know, like, your apartment. Do you know?
I don't know.
It sounds
I'm
like
not good at
3,000 square feet. It sounds like a lot.
I
Sounds like a
don't even-
giant place.
That's the thing I'm not great with real estate is I can't visualize.
Remy, you're. I see you do
Square
real estate
footage.
once a month and you don't know how to do square
I'm
footage.
good at it. Okay, I swear. I swear. I made $30K last year
From working once a
from real
month.
estate. Yeah.
Sid, do you hear that?
Remy, are you also dating these people in apartments?
Are they trickle off clients from Joel who have a lot to spend? Sometimes.
Ah, look at Dad just coming in, saving
But
lives.
did I do a good job? Also, yes.
Okay, so here's
So-
my next question for you is how do, like, if somebody's listening to this right now and they're like, well, how can I strengthen my relationship with my dad so I could be on the Remy level? What would you say? Like, do you talk to your dad often?
I talk to him way more than I would.
She just called him on the podcast. So
Yeah.
absolutely, she calls him during business hours.
Jewish parents are very in your life, especially when you're nearing 30 and unmarried. They really talk to me a lot.
Because they want to be like, what are you
Yeah,
doing?
what are you doing?
Yeah.
You're crazy. But I'm like, all your friends think it's chic.
You're a socialite. That's what it is.
No, I wish I was a socialite.
Remy, you think you're not,
No,
but,
no,
like,
no.
you're like-
I'm not invited to the parties that I should be. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
My
because
sister's the one doing that shit.
All right.
My dad's always been like, why do you have the poorest friends possible? And I've just, maybe that's That's me.
But when you're on
like
your
a little more down-to-earth
Instagram,
person.
on your Instagram, Remy, it's like you're living.
Yes,
like
yes,
you're
Remy, that's
like
what I want
Marie
to
would
do.
say, thriving. Like
Yes.
you
Right.
can you perfectly place photos of things that you're doing, I guess, and it looks like you're living a life that you're at the party. You're in Sardinia or sardines or whatever it's called.
Sardines.
and the cons or canes or whatever it's
I
called.
will post things that were not necessarily today, not necessarily this year.
Oh yeah, you definitely got to hold it off.
You gotta
hold
no,
off.
No, I'm saying like
Post
I
the throwbacks.
curate that shit. Like the other day, I wrote
Curate.
a joke on Facebook about like how the difference between your tagged photos and the photos you post equals
gotta
how much of a psycho
curate.
you are. And the difference between mine, all of my tagged photos are like show posters and grunge and blah 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 blah, and then like my Instagram looks like all white and pastels and beautiful.
Yeah,
and
I'm
whatever.
looking for your Instagram
it's
right now.
fake. I'm fake.
You're
It's
not
stupid.
fake.
Yeah.
Only your nose is fake. Come on.
Yeah, and it's not even fake anymore. You've had it for
10
many
years.
years,
Yeah.
so it's yours forever now.
It's the way that like somebody becomes a New Yorker after 10 years. Like you can't go
Remy,
back.
I'm looking at these photos and it looks like you are just living your best life.
Yes.
I feel like
Yeah.
that's you and your sister. Here you are with a man wearing a leather jacket draped on his shoulders at Grey Gardens. Let's see where Grey Gardens is. That's in Manhattan.
Oh, see, but that picture's from 3 years ago.
Here you are pushing your grandma.
Yo, I cannot. Remy, you so disrespectful.
Remy, what is your
Why?
Instagram name for people who are listening, just so they can look at this while we're
They need to follow you.
Kassimir, RemyKassimir.
Beautiful. Now, before we go, I just want to, Sydney, how do we want to wrap this up?
What's your plans? Like, what are you gonna do to move out of this daddy's little girl's freeloading lifestyle?
So my mom and I have been discussing cutting me off.
But they didn't cut your brother off.
Yeah, but they kind of we don't talk to him anymore.
No,
so-
you have another brother. Are you
Yeah.
the baby?
No, I'm the third. Then there's my sister. But Charlotte works and stuff, and
Her name is Charlotte. You see, that's a good daddy's
Yeah.
little girl.
I
name,
like
too.
that name, Charlotte. Like in
Charlotte
Sex and the
York.
City. Yeah.
yeah.
No, but before you even get cut off, what are your plans so that they don't cut you off? You got to move before they move.
My plan. Okay, so
Just like that.
here's exactly. You're right. Because, so I told my mom, I was like, my plan is like to keep grinding at this stand up thing, and
No,
also I'm
that's
starting
not what
a
you say up top.
podcast. Mm-mm.
Okay.
What?
What?
What? What was that?
Okay, no. So my plan is I'm gonna get fucking famous and like really quick. Okay.
You sound like Paris Hilton. No,
No.
tell me what's real,
hot.
tangible goals.
This is real tangible things, and I'm going to use sex like Paris Hilton too, except for not in a raunchy way, in a way that's going to help people. On my new podcast called How Come, and I think it's going to be really successful, and I hope it will bring me success as your podcast has, and then get booked all across the country, and then show them how famous I am, and then just like get better at stand up, and maybe get a Netflix special, and maybe like produce SNL.
Oh, they
one
handing them
day.
things out, so you definitely you can definitely get you one of those.
Exactly.
So your
and the
goal-
thing is once they believe, see, Joel's a lot about like pomp and circumstance and like what things appear on the outside.
Okay.
So like
If it looks
if I
like
get
it's going
one
well,
cool thing, he'll believe that it's cool, and the fact that other people believe it. Like in Sardinia, all these people at the wedding thought I was cool as fuck for doing stand up, and they were
I mean,
like,
you are,
well, but.
but then they need to
when
go
you're
to a
supporting
dusty bar
somebody-
show, and they're
exactly,
like,
when
"Ooh,
you're
this
supporting
is
somebody who's
doing
doing that,
awful."
like, yeah, dropping them off in some of the neighborhoods we have to go to, like.
so your goal is to so you
Become
want to do
successful in stand-up.
So you want to do stand up like all the way through. Like you don't want to act.
Well,
you
I
don't
want
want
to act too. Yeah.
I think you should act,
Yeah.
Remy. I've done some
No,
stuff
I'm-
with you, and I feel like you're real, and you're good at directing,
I
and
love
and you're a
directing.
good writer.
Thank you.
I seen you in action, girl.
You got some. I was gonna say eggs in the bucket, but I don't think that's a saying.
No,
I just
but
made
it could
up.
be.
Thank you so much.
You know, you found some eggs in the bucket after after Easter, and like it's
Yes, Remy.
yeah, and just don't let those eggs rot.
Okay, so before we go, let's
Yeah.
let our listeners know where they can catch you, how often your show is, chat a
Okay.
little bit about when your podcast is going to be out. Like,
Okay.
talk to them.
So you can catch all of my shows. Follow the Our Famous Friends Instagram because we have a brunch show at the Stand on Sundays. We also
Yes.
have a free show on Tuesdays at 3 of Cups, and then a monthly show at the Standing Room called Gossip Girls. But all the information's on the Instagram all the time.
And it's our favorite.
Our
famous
famous
Famous friend, and you
friends,
always
because I
have
book
famous people
my
on there.
famous friends like
Yeah.
Sydney and Marie.
Thank
you guys
you.
were one of the first people on my show.
'Cause
And I felt so blessed. I literally remember when I poached you as my famous friends. It was the best. I was like, you guys are so famous. Please do my show.
Your aunt came.
Yeah,
Like,
so
how's she
fun.
doing?
She's great. She's great.
She's still rich.
Yeah.
And she got Botox.
Okay.
She
She's got
looks great.
Botox from Joel. And then the How Come podcast. How do I do this? And Come CUM podcast
Obviously.
is on Instagram. And I told you guys that we're just recording a bunch of episodes before we post, but we do a live stream of those episodes. So if people are impatient and you want to write in and ask us questions like, Remy, you really don't come? Yes, that's what the
So
podcast
how
is
come
about.
is the podcast about how
Yeah.
you've never come?
I've never come. Yeah.
And then you find other people who haven't come either, or
No,
you just
people who mostly do, and they're first time stories, and the first time stories are so different for every single person. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have to talk to you guys.
I just
about
got a
it too.
flashback of my you know what, Lacey? All right, I need to
Save it.
you need some water? You need some water, Marie? I think you need a little
My mouth is
splash or
dry.
swig. Yeah.
Just a little splash.
I have so many questions.
So how come?
How come?
HUWCUM is the
Yes,
name of the podcast.
podcast.
And it's going to be launching when?
Probably in late October.
Beautiful.
Okay, beautiful. Great.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll be on that
How
thing.
Come podcast on Instagram. Yeah, you're gonna. No, you should do it next week or the week after.
Okay. Remy, one more time, say your Instagram.
Remy Kassimir, RemyKassimir.
Freaking love Remy.
This was great.
I
I
love
can't
you
wait to meet
guys.
Joel. Should I look at my calendar now?
Wait.
I'll tell you what days
So
are.
my birthday is Saturday, and he asked me if I want to do anything. So maybe we should all go out with Joel.
Yeah.
Also, happy birthday.
Happy
you.
birthday.
As always, you can catch us on Unofficial Expert. That's the IG page. And then on Facebook, also the Unofficial Expert.
Yes, we got a Facebook. Yes. We see we're on the up and up.
Yeah. We're almost famous.
Moving on up
totally.
to the Upper East Side with Joel.
Thank you so much. And then my Instagram is Reezy, REEEZY.
And mine is just Sid, BWJUSTSYD BW.
So make sure you like, comment, subscribe, rate, follow Remy, follow us. If you see us on the street, come say hello.
Say hello. Oh,
people have
shout
been
out
doing
to Isabel, who I saw the other day. She was at a show. We met somebody at Afropunk. We've been meeting people. So please hug us.
What was that black dude's name? I didn't even know black dudes listen to this
I
podcast.
know Marcus. I think his name was Marcus.
That's racist. Isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I
Marcus.
thought it was just black people who listened, and then a bunch of white women have been approaching us. So I'm like, well, I guess that's who's listening.
Oh my God.
And then a black dude came up, and I was like, you.
It was great. Please hug us, kiss us, and shout out to Comedy Hype. You can get all your comedy news from them. Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.